on Facebook. There was a time I never thought I'd be on Facebook. Now, there was a time not long ago when any guy over the age of 25 who was on Facebook was a deviant. I remember my daughter saying, "Dad, Mr. So-and-so's on Facebook." I'm like, okay, put him on the watch list, right? And you know, but Facebook for some, it really is a great way to reconnect. For others, it's a great way to flush 25 years of therapy down the toilet with one friend request. I mean, who hasn't logged on to Facebook and said, "Oh, a friend request," only to click on the little icon and recoil in terror at the sight of someone you've spent your entire adult life trying to erase from your memory banks. A lot of people can relate to that, right? Good God. And by the way, a little bit of Facebook etiquette for you folks. Nobody cares about your ingrown toenails. You know, the fact that you woke up to the sound of birds chirping. Thanks for letting me know it's a nice day out, but I got windows. People like that, they're responsible for a new word in the English language. Defriend. Which I found out the hard way. It's like creating an international incident if you try and defriend somebody. So what I do is, you get one too many of these little inane, obnoxious posts, you fire something back like, "Sure is a great day. I just farted. Tasty." And leave the defriending to them. Works every time. But you know, I try to remind myself not to get so worked up about such things, because you know what? I got an old birthday coming up, and although I'm not looking forward to it, I would like to make it. And you know, I don't care, you think back now, whether you're a child of the 80s hitting the big 4-0, a child of the 70s hitting the bigger 5-0, or even a child of the 60s hitting the colossal 6-0. Hard to believe when you think back that you'd ever be the age you're at now. And it certainly seems a heck of a lot younger now than it did back then. So you hit your 40s. I remember when you thought that was old. In the days you thought those headbands looked good. He had that mullet, and she had that giant hair. Now hers is cut and colored, his is no longer there. Oh yeah, couple kids from the 80s, all grown, got some kids of their own. One day they're watching Back to the Future. Next day they're wondering where that future goes. So you're hitting 50. I remember when you thought that was old. In the days you thought that Fonzie was cool. We had Saturday Night Fever, Charlie's Angels, and Three's Company. Yeah, 70s culture, disco, and jiggle TV. Oh yeah, well thanks for the memories. Oh yeah, thanks for those Dean Martin roasts. And oh yeah, thanks for those way too tight gym shorts. It's amazing to think we could even have kids at all. Now you're hitting 60. I remember when you thought that was old. You were absolutely right. Sorry. But kids of the 60s, Kennedy, King, civil rights, Vietnam. Compared to us young ones, you had some tough stuff going on. Oh yeah, but you had the Doors and the Beatles, Hendrix, the Who, and the pre-geriatric Rolling Stones. The Summer of Love, Woodstock, and the Monkees. Did I just say monkeys? Well, I guess you can't win them all. Now, I hate to rub it in on those 60-year-olds. They're older than me, right? You know, when you were born, Truman, he was president. Elvis was still just a pup. Back in those days, a Beatle was still just a bug. Men were men and dames were dames. So who would have guessed it all along? Old J. Edgar Hoover was wearing chiffon. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I'm sure in that day and age, that was definitely Victoria's biggest secret. Now getting older, oh, it ain't all that bad. At least it beats the alternative. So blow out those candles and don't you shed a tear. It'd be much worse if you were aging in dog years. Oh yeah, now you can work hard to look younger. Go to the gym, you can lift, you can tuck. As for me, that's just way too much trouble. And the ladies, well, they tell me for my age I look mighty fine. Of course, they all think that I'm 73.